myself Vaibhav. In today's session, we are seeing that the light crude oil has gone on to touch the new highs above the US dollar 63 per barrel level. Interestingly, just a while back, we got the inventory data for this week, and we have seen that contrary to the expectations, the light crude oil inventories actually have risen by 1.285 million barrels, and the expectations were that we might see the drawdown of around 5 million barrels. But still, this increase is coming after back of 4 successive weeks of drawdown, and as a result of that, we are not really seeing substantial impact on the price in a negative manner. So we are seeing that the continuation of the bullish trajectory is here to stay, and even after this rise for last week, we are not expecting any change of course for the light crude oil. So in today's session, I will shed light on what are the price levels to watch out for in today's session as well as in next couple of sessions if we want to profit from the bull run which we are witnessing in the light crude oil. On the currency front, we are seeing that the USD is the strongest currency in today's session, and it has gone to touch the day's highs against most of its major peers. The USD JPY is already hovering above 106 levels. So we are seeing that the dollar is continuing to gain in today's session, even though in the testimony Mr. Powell has underlined that Federal Reserve is going to continue with its accommodative monetary policy. And in today's testimony, this is the second day of the testimony. And in today's testimony, he has said that the bond buying will continue at the current pace unless full employment levels are reached and we see the slack in the labor market being absorbed, and that will take some time. So as a result of that, we are seeing this undertone of dovishness in the Fed's uh, commentary on the current situation, but still the dollar is having none of it and it has continued to rise. Now let's turn our attention to the technical outlook. First, we will see the light crude oil, and then we will also consider the USD JPY's technical prospects. Let's start with the light crude oil's technical outlook first. This is the daily time frame chart, and here the light crude oil is trading close to its highest levels, and even on these levels, it is showing substantial momentum on the bullish side. So I am expecting it to go on to close on the new high in today's session, and that this is coming after yesterday's correction. I think even in tomorrow's session, we will see the continuation of the bullishness. So for most part of this week, I think it will be better for us to continue to look for the buying opportunities, even though the light crude oil has already shown substantial increase, and as a result of that, it is not that easy to find the opportunities to get involved for trades. This is the 4 hourly chart, and here the price zone of around 62 is going to be crucial moving forward. In today's session, we saw that this consolidation phase low, which were there closer to 61, provided decent support, and then we saw this resistance zone being breached, and now the light crude oil is trading on the highs, and it is trading above the yesterday's swing high. So this is new high, and the formation of higher highs and higher lows continues, and as a result of that, the immediate support is going to be there around US dollar 61 per barrel level, and I think as long as this level is intact and we don't really see any breakout on the lower side, we can continue to look for the buying opportunities. It is going to be difficult to look for fresh buying opportunities in today's session itself, but if we see some sort of consolidation and some minor dip in tomorrow's session, we can of course get involved. For that, we will have to keep looking for the lower time frame chart, and if we see it consolidating closer to the 50 SMA zone, then that will be an opportunity to get involved. Now, as the things stand, it is indeed difficult now that it has crossed above the immediate resistance zone. And I think in near term we can utilize this breakout as the entry point, and I think even on these levels, it might even go on to touch the US dollar 64 per barrel levels in next couple of sessions. So I am bullish on the light crude oil even on these highs, and as I said, the stop loss is going to be a bit difficulty here as we will have to look on immediate swing lows and which is not really close. So as a result of that, the risk reward ratio is not exactly favorable right now. But in tomorrow's session, if we see that it consolidates and holds well above the 50 SMA price zone, then maybe utilizing that consolidation phase immediate swing low, we can look for fresh buying. And on the upper side, the targets can be worked out even beyond $64 per barrel level. Moving on to the currency space, here we will consider the technical outlook for USD JPY. This is the daily time frame chart, and what reversal it has shown in today's session. We are seeing continuous upward momentum throughout the day for the USD JPY, and it has gone on to cross even 106 level. So I think this immediate swing high, which was there closer to 106.20, is likely to be breached in today's session itself. And now the trajectory is clearly established in favor of bulls, and as a result of that, all we can do is look for some opportunities to get involved for the long side trade. And in near term, this immediate swing high, which is there closer to 105.7, can be utilized as our price area, the price zone of interest, and as long as it is now trading above this first resistance of this month's pivot point series, which is there closer to 105.5, we can be hopeful, we can be fairly confident while getting involved for the trades in USD JPY. Both these technical patterns, the pivot point series as well as the regression curve, are in favor of bullish trades, and that's what we are looking for. But if we want to look for the fresh opportunities to get involved, then I think we will have to wait for some more time for the USD JPY to stabilize after this steep rally in today's session. So in tomorrow's session, if we see that it trades sideways and as and when the 50 SMA catches up with the price action, then I think that will be better price area to get involved rather than going for the long trade straight away on these highs after this substantial up move, which has already increase the stop loss. If we go by the technical formation, we will have to keep stop loss anywhere below this confluence zone of 100 and 200 SMA. So that is going to make our stop loss fairly wide of more than 50-60 pips. So instead of taking that much risk, I think it will be prudent for us to allow the price action to stabilize a bit, and in due course of time, the 50 SMA is expected to cross above 200 SMA and get closer to the this price action. And as long as it is holding well above this 5.7 zone, I think we can be fairly confident of making money in the long trade in USD JPY. So I'm not really giving out exact entry and exit point as it is pretty difficult right now, but we will have to see how price action evolves moving forward. And if it stabilizes and then consolidates, then I think that will be the time to get involved. So that's it from my side for today's session. If any of you have any idea or any query to share, you can write to me in the feedback section and I would be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risks associated with trading in the financial instrument, and one should be careful while using the information provided. Have a fabulous day ahead. Do subscribe to the Rivers Copy channel to stay updated on the market developments. Goodbye.